In Hong Kong, there was a really sophisticated deepfakes.
Did see that.
Where, I know, what was the tune? Was it like
$25 million?
$25 million in one Zoom call.
There's actually different definitions of the word scam and different intricacies and variations on that theme depending on where in that APAC region you are. Scam can mean impersonation and spoofing, bank official being represented, etc. We can see something that's perhaps more drawn out, like a pig butchering scam. And often in places like Singapore as well, we see scam actually being referenced in that earlier part of the cycle, being scammed through an SMS or a phone call, not necessarily to convince the customer to execute the transaction themselves, but actually to divulge whether it's an SMS or TP or whether it's personal details that the fraudster can then go and use to try and monetize. So I guess because it's exclusive to one region today, it doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It's going to ultimately amplify across all of the regions, and all of them will face all these different types of scams. So what does the bank's investment need to look like? And is it fair to say that any investment strategy must consider all those different types of fraud now, not just reacting to what you've got and constantly iterating, which is likely to create challenges down the line?
Absolutely. Look, if you think of it, this whole industry around fraud and financial crime prevention, it's a very, very immature industry within the world of banking. It's been very much reactive. Real-time payments, fraud systems were in place in most countries after the real-time payment rails were implemented, and we started to lose millions of dollars a day. Unauthorized fraud or unauthorized scams, where there's been account takeover. Again, banks started implementing new systems after they started having significant losses because they were liable because it was their customers' money that was going through, and they said that banks were not protecting the customer. Authorized fraud, authorized scam, which is what's happening now with a lot of the romance scams and purchase scams, and people looking for Taylor Swift tickets, which was happening quite a lot across Asia recently on a recent tour. That's the ones who really causing a lot of heartache. Investment scams as well. Or most recently, I think if you saw it in Hong Kong, there was a really sophisticated deepfakes.
Did see that.
Where, I know, what was the tune? Was it like
$25 million?
$25 million in one Zoom call, right? There needs to be an approach to prevent for every type of scam that's currently existing, and even for the ones that are coming through that we're not aware of.